Well, hello there. We're going to do a quick fish room video tour. I haven't done one in a couple of years, and things have just like quadrupled. And this is TNC Aquatics. I don't know. It sounds like a good name. Um, we're in Orange Beach, Alabama. We have a lizard back there. My daughter's lizard. Um, we're up to like almost 30 aquariums right now. I am. We got a little sprout thing. We're sprouting out hibiscuses. And right here we have the latest breeding of the polar blue parrot cichlids. Parents are hiding, but the fry come out half albino and half regular. And right here we have some spawning plecos. That dude right there, he's in his cave fanning. I had another one, yeah, that one right back there. He's in his cave. He's got his tail out. He's got babies in there. Right here. This dude right here, he's in his cave. So the systems are all set up. These three are combined into one system. They all have makeup fill water. I'll go into that later on. These are my angelfish that hopefully will have eggs that might go into the bucket, and hopefully we got some. These are the sultan plecos. And they love their little caves I built. I don't clean the glass much because I'm the only one that really looks at them. Hopefully they'll cost us up some. Here I've got some CRS shrimp and blue shrimp mixed. And I just got in a shipment of these little crazy ass little bitty fish right here, whatever they're called. Anyway, same thing over here, except these are red shrimp, red reel. This is a shrimp baby rearing tank. And there's some plecos in there. Hopefully it'll cough up some babies. One of the first tanks I've made. It's really got into this. They're in there just, I don't know, there's shrimp in there, all kinds of little mess. So I cleaned out the outside koi pond, and these guys came in. They were all skinny bellied and not doing well. And look at them now. They're all fat as little ticks. And they want more food. Feed me, Daddy. So that's a $250 I got for free. And underneath it all feeds down to the sump. This is a one tank system with auto refill. And obviously some very fish that love to beg for food. So here we have, I had this coffee table I got out of the dumpster, and I said, well, I'll build an aquarium for the coffee table. There's some pretty cool fish in there. I like the little tiger barbs. And if some of these fish would pair off, that'd be great. Right here we got a snail tank, more snails. We're going to go back to this one right here. You can see in the background the other ones. So we're going to move on. I do sell snails. They're snails. And this is an aquarium my son brought here. Just turned into guppies. These are the Tucana jeweled cichlids. And they just had a spawn. Yeah, there's some babies back there. Probably not going to be able to see them in this. There's a lot of stuff floating in the water, but there's their little spawn. And the little babies, they're getting bigger. They're the rock and water. Alright, so the mom and dad are right there. And these guys are exhibiting spawning behavior, but they won't cough anything up. There's a third one in that system that is empty. So anyway, so we're good over here to this 125 little cichlid area. We got some shrimp tanks I don't know if you can see any shrimp. There's some shrimp in that one. Shrimp right there. Yeah. I mean, they're trying to go wild. So this is an interesting one. These are the Turkana jeweled cichlids right here. The problem I have is that the male, that little bastard, they'll kill the female. I don't know why, but if you leave the female in with the spawn, he'll raise them. He will kill the mother. Little bastard. Anyway, this is one of the first aquariums I ever built with Stan when I was like 25. Got some rubber lips. Got some Apistogrammas in there. These guys right here, the golden rim, whatever they're called. Fucking none of them will give me babies. Then we get on to, I mean, after the koi, these guys right here are, I mean, if they could freaking get out of there, they'd follow me around. I love those things. Problem is, the male is sterile. What are those things called? I don't know. Blood red parrots. And they're big. They're huge. You can see some of my little houses. I thought they'd put their eggs in there. Trying to make it comfy and cozy. There's 3 L204s, plecos. Hopefully they'd cough up some babies. Back to some more Turkana jewels down here. And they're in there raising their little babies up. Trying to go quicker. I'd like to raise some of those. Those things are pretty. The turquoise rainbow fish. I put all these white ones in there hoping they'd mate some of those, but not happening. Anyway, so here we go. This, somebody was asking about cichlids and how do you curb aggression and all that. Well, simple thing is a really big aquarium, so that thing is 3 foot by 4 foot. I built it. Look at them all coming up to eat. Very high. But if you'll notice, those are all babies. The little ones, anything under 3 inches is a baby. So there's, I don't know how many babies in there. A bunch. So my systems, they all are fairly simple. You have a pump that's in a sump over here. So here's I just built this sump. And so that pump that's here, it's in the back, you can't really tell. It has an auto feed, so the level of the sump stays the same. But anyway, it comes out and it's feeding into 8 different aquariums. Some more Turkana jewel cichlids down here. Those guys need to come out. Anyway, so one pump is servicing 8 aquariums. I just had this thing left over. It's got those little guys. I don't know what they are. And so the water comes out and is filtered through, obviously, the wet dry stack. And it's pumped out, so you can literally run 8 aquariums with 1 pump, 1 heater, and do quite well at it. I mean, I don't. Water changes happens once every 2 months or so. More of my little houses here. Look at them digging. That big old hole they dug under there. What's they digging for? I don't know. They like digging. Pretty fish in there. It's a very interesting tank to sit here and watch. There's a bunch of fish in that 200 gallons. But, you know, everybody's complaining about aggression. Yeah, I mean, it happens, but then they go hide. There's huge hiding places under there. I mean, that is a big cave. They can all go in there. They're all fun. Why did it do that? I don't want to show myself. Anyway, and we got one grow light ruining all that stuff. All the prothos, they call it. So I had all these babies and I had to get them out. So here is the baby rearing tanks. I built all these. They're 52 by 24 by 13 roughly. These are fish I hope to sell. Very healthy. They get fed 4 times a day. They're young adults. And they're Turkana jeweled cichlids and polar blue parrots. I have both. Love to dispose of as many as possible. They do well together. Even the parents do quite well. But yeah, there's like 1,000 of them I need to sell. And they're all, I mean, they're ready to have babies. Except for the Turkanas need to grow a little more, but the polar blues are looking pretty good. I mean, I don't clean the glass. I figure the plecos need the... I've got L333s in here trying to grow out. And down here I've got some different don't see it. There's the little catfish guys. So let's explain my filtering system here. So I build these filters. Water flows in here at the top, dumps through a pre-filter, through biomedia, and then the water flows back out into the bottom tank, and then it flows back into this main filter, which same thing, pre-filter, biomedia, and then underneath, empty area, comes over to a return pump. And so that one pump is servicing 3 out through here, feeds up. Most of it goes in there. I'm putting a little in the bottom aquarium, and it's siphoning back over. The top one right here is not doing so well. I don't know how to connect it to the gravity fed system. So anyway, there's some pretty fish in there that other people need besides me. Turkana jeweled cichlids are all fat, healthy. You can actually see them. The jewels on their fins. 2 of them sitting there flipping. Fat, healthy fish. And there's bio substrate in there. Feed them. I gotta get some of that crap out. Anyway, fish room tour. Today's date, April Fool's Day. Where's that could be? 2025. Take care of my fish. Very proud of them. And when I get too many, I just build another aquarium. So I might post this to a eBay ad. We'll see what I can do with it. Anyway, taking up 14 minutes of your time. Thank you for looking at, let's say, TNC Aquatics' fish room. Alright? Interesting, right? Oh, my bar. My Jim Beam bottle collection back there. Non-fish related, but antique Jim Beam bottles from the 60s and 70s. Pretty interesting. Anyway, guys, thanks for swinging by. This one actually is standing by something. Alright. If you're watching this, I appreciate it. Leave a like. Thank you so much.